Hi guys, how are you doing? And welcome to FAQ number 3. This week I don't have any cool YouTubers to read anything out, so I'm going to have to do it myself. But before I do, I want to introduce you to something absolutely awesome which arrived yesterday. This is a pedal that you guys have been asking for on my channel for quite a while. I've finally got hold of one and I'm going to demo this for you probably next week. This pedal is a Klirrton Oh My Goat, which is a really cool distortion pedal. Lots of guys are buying them now. I just want to tell you a bit about Klirrton first. I'm actually going to read the box before I take this thing out of the box. I was going to do an unboxing video especially for this pedal, and then I changed my mind. Then when I actually unboxed it, I was so impressed by something very small in the box that I'm going to show you in a minute. It made me realise I should have done an unboxing. Anyhow, I'm going to read to you on the box what it says. Klirrton was founded in 2018 because I was tired of the whole controlling, product management, cost marketing or whatever issues in the real world of an engineer. Don't get me wrong, I love my job, but Klirrton should be kind of a playing ground for creativity and cool music gear, where I do what I like, where the product speaks for itself, and where bedroom musicians or rock stars get gear designed they ever wanted. If people like Klirrton's stuff, I'm thrilled. If not, it's okay for me too. In my opinion, it's all about sound and personal taste. You have to decide for yourself if it is awesome or if it's shit. I like that. It's that simple, isn't it? My name is Karsten and I am the founder of Klirrton. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Karsten. That's a great little piece of writing on there, and he's absolutely right. Tone is subjective to the person. A lot of guys like a mushy, scooped metal tone. A lot of other guys like me like pronounced mids. I like dark tones. Some people like bright tones, and I can use a whole host of different amps and be quite happy with them. The reason I use EVH is just because they're so easy to get along with for me, and they can do everything that I need. That's why I use them. Anyhow, now let's talk about the pedal. So this is an Oh My Goat. It's a distortion pedal, and the first demo you see me do of it is going to go straight into my interface, and I'm going to put an IR on or something like that. Probably use Wall of Sound by 2 Notes because I love them. The reason I want to show you this pedal is because I want to show you first of all how nice the box is, but also all this cool packaging. And I know you guys are like, oh, it's just, it's just packaging, which it is. But this guy's running this business on his own. It's his business. It's not a massive brand. There's not tons of money ploughed into it. It's taken off massively through Heavy Metal Amps and Pedals. Facebook group mainly. They've supported him really well. And he's forever kind of praising people and sending them to there. The link to the website will be in the description. The link to Heavy Metal Amps and Pedals will also be in the description. This is why I wanted to show you this lovely pedal. That is why. Just one small thing that pleases me to probably a much larger degree than it should. I'm bringing out a pedal of my own soon. I've got a guy creating it for me. It's nearly finished. A matter of days probably when I actually receive the prototype. So from my point of view, I see how much effort and thought is put into this. You get this really cool little kind of Anglo-Saxon old school purse almost, you know. Is it called Hessian, this stuff? I don't know. Somebody can correct me. But the pedal looks absolutely awesome and I'm super impressed. I didn't expect the pedal to look this good because this is a guy that's doing it on his own, but it's taken off, and I hope one day that this does become the guy's job because he's done such a fantastic job. Look how good it looks. You know, that speaks for itself. Feels like a quality pedal. Feels like an MXR or anything like that, you know, that the big brands make. Super impressed, super happy for the guy. He's a really nice guy. I talk to him nearly every other day. And yeah, I can't wait to try it out. So that's enough of that. Let's get on with the questions. The first question is a question I get asked. Wow, like tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and even more tons. I get asked this question, and I have a different opinion from most. Probably. Let's go. Okay, so the first question is from ST7890. He's a number, that guy. Neil, I'm debating between the EVH Stealth and the L34. Lots of people say the blue channel sounds like mud on the L34. But what I'm hearing is a dual rectifier tone from that channel on every video, which is something I like anyways. The L34 Blue has a sag to it, what I would refer to as a vintage style sag. Now, this is a tone within itself. It's very nice. I like it. It's a buttery old vintage kind of sag to it. It's got a very, very big punch to it because of this vintage kind of style voicing. What I will say is that when you chuck a boost in front of it, it turns just into all the other EVHs, maybe with a touch more punch, obviously, in the low end. But yeah, I think it's great. I like it. Some guitarists that don't pick too hard will struggle with it because it's one of those amps where you need to dig in and play pretty hard. Kind of like with a JCM 800. It's not got tons and tons of gain thrown at it, this blue channel on the L34. And I think that's what has upset some people. They want all this gain, what the EVHs are famous for. They want tons and tons and tons of oversaturated gain. It's easier to play with loads of gain, let's face it, from a guitarist perspective. But the tone is nice, the tone is good, it's a bit more vintage and it's a bit different from the other heads, and that's why I like it. I do like that head, and I would have kept it. It was on loan from EVH for me to do the tests, but I would have kept that head if I had the money. I just didn't have the money to keep it. So I hope that answers your question. It's not JCM 800, it's not really Rectifier, but it is in that vintage, saggy kind of ballpark, tone-wise. And yeah, I think it's great. Next question. The next question is from Portuguese Beer. He's on my channel a lot and I recognise his name. He likes beer, that guy, and he's Portuguese, probably, I believe. So he's asking a question about the Marshall DSL 1-watt head. I don't know how they've made it for £189. I love it. Anyhow, moving on, he says, awesome amps, these new DSLs. I saw great reviews on the 20-watt head and on this, meaning the DSL1. Very versatile and modern for a Marshall. Do you think it sounds much different than the EVH LBX? Yes, it's very different from the EVH LBX indeed. The LBX is more modern, has tons more gain. It's just a totally different feel when you play it as well. The DSL is a bit more gravelly, a bit more grainy, a bit more obviously typical Marshall. For me, the DSL needs a boost for sure, whereas the LBXs and other EVHs I can get along with just fine with no boost. So that's the main difference. If you do boost the DSL, DSL, what the hell? If you do boost the DSL, then you get a really cool tone. Expect mids and high mids, not low mids. You'll get high mid ptang when you in the attack when you play, and I like that. So yeah, it's a different flavour from my EVHs, and that's why I actually bought it. I would recommend going and getting one if you're looking for a cheap 1-watt amp. So yeah, it's a good home amp, is that DSL1, and I'm very, very glad that I bought it. I need to take it back upstairs. It's sat behind me. I need to take it back upstairs where it belongs, in my bedroom. Thanks for the questions this week, guys. I'm hoping next week, maybe the week after, I will finally be able to reveal to you my custom signature boost pedals that I'm making in collaboration with CDM Pedals, who was just down the road from me. I'm really excited. We've had a massive delay with parts, COVID, and Christ knows whatever else, reason Brexit. I don't know what the excuses are, but we're going to find, when we get the prototype, we're going to see if we're happy with it. If we are happy with it, then what we will do is we will start getting the parts in. I've already got 2, 3, maybe 4 guys now wanting to pre-order, and I've got your emails. Do not worry, they're in this little book here, and I will email you as soon as we're in a position to get the parts and start going into proper production. Another thing is that my signature pickup, which is actually made by Voodoo Custom Pickups over in the USA, miles away. It looks fantastic. I've seen the covers and it's very unique. The magnets I've used and things in this pickup that we've put our heads together, myself and the guy at Voodoo, Rich, we've put our heads together and we've come up with something very unique. All exciting stuff is happening. there's a 2021 Charvel coming, and there is also the demo of that Klirrton pedal, which I showed you at the beginning of the week. I'm going to try and do a collaboration with Jamie Slays again. One of my good buddies. He's becoming a really good friend, is Jamie. I like that guy, you know. We talk a lot of garbage on to each other on a night and stuff, but I like him. I get on with him. He's a nice bloke, and yeah, expect a collaboration of some kind involving the Oh My Goat by Klirrton. Speak to you soon. See you later.